The insectoid agenda has been unfolding over many centuries, and you can be assured that golf figures prominently into their plan.
Atomic Energy Commission project, the irradiated electric great white. To acquire these great white superpowers, you need a region steeped in high-energy radiation, such as the Van Allen radiation. Evidence that this fish is not of this world. From a radioactive land predator.
Apropos of nothing, I'd just like to say that the Warren Commission was a total farce.
Look, I wouldn't have eaten that, but I'm also currently doing a liver detox.
I will not be scared off by a traitorous clique of elitists and their planned communities.
The shark blasts out with an unbelievable start. See there? That's some real good technique. Some speed work and endurance training would really enhance the shark's performance potential. The shark bursts right out of the gate. I haven't witnessed such a fiery performance since Christina Egger-Zaghi at the '92 Summer Games. Well, the shark's swimming form has really started to deteriorate. This is getting tense. That's another clip for this shark's highlight reel. An embedded chip. The insectoids are using a brain-to-brain interface to wirelessly operate these ships. We could be witnessing the rise of the next superstar athlete. Ferocity! Bad swim technique can increase drag and decrease efficiency. Just like a quote of the day calendar, that was inspiring.
This ship is more...
The shark hunting sector has experienced significant growth, leaving a lot of local openings for amusement ride operators.
Golden Shores will pay a premium to solve their little shark problem. Bounty time, everybody! This can't be that hard. Suffolk fading out today. Hey, Shark, get your ass out here. Anybody else see that? Don't think we're gonna make any more headway today.
With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. The NWO Death Squad has made clear their intention to overthrow private property. Extrajudicial killings of all owners of homes with a second bathroom right around the corner. Mark my words. Source says they're going to shut down this broadcast under Executive Order 10995.
It's haunting me. I know it. What is that?
A DHS source told me that Flamingo Joe's will shortly be converted into a corpse processing facility. The hunt is over, and there will be an inevitable rush on dollar drafts at Flamingo Joe's. Here in Golden Sands, the wealthy global elite solidifies its power base. Until things quiet down and we run out of partners. Free speech prohibitions are right around the corner, friends. Violators will be imprisoned.
right under me. It can be anywhere.
What we're looking for? Sharks in that
What's going on with my viewer count? Listen, you out-of-control techno-fascists, I will not be silenced!
Probably right under me. It can be anywhere. Right at me. Touching me. I know it.
shark shouldn't be that hard to find.
The hunt ends. But this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature. Dead Horse Lake is part of a large open-field experiment, a dumping ground for estrogen mimickers to feminize the populace into watching Aubrey Dominique's makeup tutorials rather than Truth Quest. More of these machines dispersing mental poison from hell, creating a lumpen mass of propaganda-drugged Americans who'd rather watch Aubrey Dominique take the Cocoa Bop Challenge than read the Constitution. Shark attack too often provokes Port Clovis locals into killing every swimming creature along the coast.
Aha! Take that, Aubrey Dominique, delusional insectoid punk.
Suffocating out today. Anybody else see that?
The powers of society retaliate to deter action. But mankind is ultimately able to stop Mother Nature's vengeance.
Cross another one off the enemy list. about saving lives, but it's also about safeguarding tourism revenue.
Dead Horse Lake.
Folks, the powers that be are frightened of this program. So frightened that they will enact the internet kill switch. Still, we must keep broadcasting as long as we can.
Come on, show your face!
She gotta be somewhere out here. I just know she's near. Should've brought my fish finder. I really should get them polarized lenses.
Yeah, a bird would be nice.
How do we only have 233 viewers? Ugh. I'm gonna send a tersely worded email to YouTube CEO about squelching free speech.
She gotta be somewhere out here. I just know she's near. Should've brought my fish finder. Should've brought my fish finder.
Signing the Declaration of Independence was a death warrant for our courageous founding fathers. So too have I selflessly put myself at tremendous risk with Truth Quest.
She gotta be somewhere out here. I just know she's near. Should've brought my fish finder. Is that it? Nah, that ain't it.
That was a nice distraction. Let's go get loaded.
It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark, for now. And so we begin. This is why it's so important when swim training to practice your positioning. Look at the determination. Look at the technique. She's really transferring her muscle power from her body to the water. This is actually going quite well. Swimming is an ancient discipline, and this shark has it mastered.
And away we go. Perhaps she started out of the gate too hard. She looks full of adrenaline. The shark might consider some interval training. Ready, set, go! The shark could benefit by increasing her stroke length. Is some sailfish level swimming.
Marine mammal parks are designed to anesthetize us from reality.
Tricep rotations and oblique rolls are a great way to build those swimming muscles. And she's off. This could be one for the record books. This fish really needs a second wind. Impressive. But how do you think she'd fare in the 200-meter backstroke?
There you see it. The Ishtar Gate and Processional Way are being constructed to welcome all variety of otherworldly entities to seduce and deceive mankind. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like H.P. Bearden's Parrots, the Sinister, the NWO's hatred of free markets and affordable consumer goods has truly reached its apotheosis. We are in a time of great tribulation, and the gates of your gated communities will not save you. This is just the beginning. Next comes the countrywide search and seizure of our weapons, gold stores, and freeze-dried beef stroganoff. Don't forget, everything you see is just window dressing for the Matrix. Intimidated by the shark's fierce love of country and implacable devotion to the ideals of liberty, the bioweapon flees to open water. So many sheeple going about their daily lives, ignorant that their minds are held captive by forces they don't know or understand.
The game's all clear, I suppose.
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Clovis. Apropos of nothing, I'd just like to remind you that the founders specifically denied Congress the power to print paper currency. Radio-equipped electrode implanted in the Great White's limbic system. An insectoid-designed stimoceiver. When the sound of shotguns and Molly Hashim disturbs the serenity of an otherwise calm sea, the shark hunters are near. Friends, an inner voice has told me to share this revelation with you. Australia does not exist. Hold on. A new inside source is uploading me with information. Oh! It's a photo of two homeless men in an alley in there. Oh. Never mind. The shark explodes off the blocks. The big fish really needs to get that tail moving. The big fish is falling behind.
I suggest some tempo training. It helps shave 3 minutes off my fire. The shark is going to need a late surge to come out on top. The shark exhibits incredible maneuverability. Well, guess I owe my bookie $300. The shark's dorsal helps her keep balance as she moves through the water. The fish needs to stay focused as she enters the final stretch. Diaphragmatic breathing could really help improve the shark's swimming performance. A slight bodily adjustment might decrease her drag. Notice how she positions her fins at different angles, altering the flow of the water around her. Some sage advice for the shark. She who pulls the most water wins. The shark bursts right out of the gate. The shark's looking pretty confident. The predator perhaps could improve her streamline. With the clock ticking, there's little time to make up for errors. Might I suggest a 20-minute cool down?
Regarding these spills, I'm proposing complicity on the part of Mayor Wade Hibbard. You see, Hibbard owns 50 shares in Schlumberger, who's owned by Execo, who are partners with Saxwell Gold and Varcon, the manufacturer of oil dispersant emulsifex. Therefore, Hibbard made money on the cleanup. It appears that the bioweapon is not only carrying a viral agent, but the HPV vaccine as well. Get off the water grid with Raw Force Raw Water. 100% unfiltered. Naturally infused with focused life forces like E. coli and Giardia. Raw Force. Drink it raw. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. All these recent oil spills are merely contrived events designed to cripple the Gulf's fishing industry. Regarding these spills, I'm proposing complicity on the part of Mayor Wade Hibbard. You see, Hibbard owns 50 shares in Schlumberger, who's owned by Execo, who are partners with Saxwell Gold in Varcon, the manufacturer of oil dispersant emulsifex. Therefore, Hibbard made money on the cleanup. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. even physical matter. So maybe, if we all focus our minds on the destruction of this unholy weapon, it will happen. Insectoid Brotherhood knows that the war isn't won with conventional weapons alone. That's why they've engaged like heroic Neo. The shark has freed us from the Matrix. Now, we can unplug from the metal coils that once enslaved us, leave our mechanical caves, and greet this new dawn of truth. It's been 90 days since my last Truth Quest broadcast. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where I've been. Well, for the past year or so, I've been partaking daily of ayahuasca. In fact, the very concept of Truth Quest came to me during a powerful vision. It was during my last vidcast that I experienced what my wife described as a psychotic break. The next day, she and my son Steven staged a family intervention. Well, I'm happy to report that since then, I've filed for divorce. Now I have time to dedicate myself to my true calling. Questers, we know that reality is just a mirage. Somewhere through the crack between time and space, great cosmic truths remain, still awaiting discovery. These are the obscure and unmarked points along the road of our Truth Quest.
Thank you.